Maddie, and it's playtime. What's your favourite toy to play with? I like this drum. I also love playing with spinning tops. And toys we can look into. Do you know what it's called? It's a kaleidoscope. We look into a kaleidoscope, and when we turn it, we see beautiful changing patterns. But how does a kaleidoscope make so many different patterns? Do you know how a kaleidoscope works? Let's find out. How does it work?
Kaleidoscope.
All kaleidoscopes work in the same way. They're made of two tubes, a long tube and a short tube. Can you hear the sound as I turn the short tube? And look, each time I turn the short tube, the pattern inside changes. But what's inside the short tube that's making those patterns? Let's take a closer look. You must never take apart a kaleidoscope or any other toy without a grown-up, but I've got all the pieces of a kaleidoscope laid out in front of me so I can show you what's inside one. At the bottom of the short tube is a piece of material that lets light through. And inside the short tube are pieces of colourful paper. And it's the paper that we see when we look through the kaleidoscope. But when we look inside the kaleidoscope, it doesn't look like bits of paper, does it? That's because of what's inside the long tube. It's a set of mirrors. Here I am. Hello. How many mirrors are there? Let's count them. 1, 2, 3. Do you know what the shape is? Yeah, that's right. It's a triangle. And because this triangle is long and is a 3D shape, we call it a triangular prism. And it's a triangular prism that's made of mirrors that makes the patterns we see inside the kaleidoscope. But to find out how that works, I think we need to take an even closer look. Inside a kaleidoscope is a triangular prism made of mirrors. When light hits a mirror, it reflects back. Because a triangular prism has 3 mirrors, the light reflects off one mirror, then another, making lots and lots of reflections. So when light hits the coloured paper at the bottom of a kaleidoscope, it's reflected back lots and lots of times. Each time we turn the kaleidoscope, the coloured paper moves, changing the reflection and the patterns inside. Wasn't that interesting? The patterns we see inside the kaleidoscope are being made by the mirrors. I've got 2 mirrors here, and to show you how the reflections work, I'm going to join them together at an angle. Here, the angle is where the 2 mirrors meet. And these mirrors work the same way as the mirrors inside the kaleidoscope. I've also got an apple. When the apple is in front of the mirrors, can you see it looks like there are now 3 apples? There's 1 apple on the table, 1 reflection here, and another here. But watch what happens if I make the angle of the mirrors smaller. Now, there's 5 apples. And if I make the angle smaller still, even more apples. The apple is being reflected again and again in the mirrors. It's just like the kaleidoscope and the pieces of colourful paper. How fun's that? I'm going to put the eyepiece of the kaleidoscope against the lens of my special camera. And I'm going to put different things inside the short tube of the kaleidoscope, and you have to guess what you think they might be. Are you ready? This pattern is being made by something fluffy. What do you think it is? I'll give you a clue. Sheep have lots of it. That's right, it's wool. Now, for the next one. It looks like there are pieces of wood. I'll give you a clue. You draw with it. That's right, it's pencil shavings. All right, here's the last one. machine. But what could it be? This one looks like a jungle. And what do jungles have lots and lots of? That's right, leaves. That was so much fun. I loved finding out how a kaleidoscope works. What was your favourite part? Do you remember what shape we call the mirrors inside the kaleidoscope? That's right, we call it a triangular prism. Did you hear the sound the kaleidoscope made as I turned it? And did you see the beautiful patterns when we played my kaleidoscope game? When you look into a kaleidoscope, you see lots of beautiful patterns. Can you think of anything else that has something special inside? How about an envelope? Envelopes are perfect for carrying cards and letters. But do you know how an envelope is made? So we can put things inside them, but make sure they don't fall out. Let's find out. How is it made?
Envelope.
To find out how envelopes are made, I've come here to an envelope factory. Envelopes come in all sorts of different shapes and sizes. There are big envelopes, like this one, and it would be great for big sheets of paper. Then there are colourful envelopes. This would be good for birthdays or greetings cards. But today, the factory are making white envelopes with holes in the front called windows. This is so you can see who the letter is addressed to without opening it up. It's a bit like a window you might have on a house, only it's really, really tiny. Today the factory will make 10 million envelopes just like this. But how do they make so many so quickly? Let's find out. It all happens here at the envelope machine, and it's absolutely huge. And every part of the envelope is made here. Being pulled along the envelope machine. That's what's used to make the envelopes. But so the machine can keep running, it's really important it never runs out of paper, even for a few seconds. And it's the job of this machine, the paper splicer, to make sure the envelope machine has enough paper. Can you see that the first reel of paper is spinning round and round, feeding paper into the envelope machine? But the second reel is still. That's because the second reel is only needed when the first reel is running out. Can you hear that sound? That means the first reel of paper is nearly running out, so the splicer is switching to the second reel. And it's Dave's job to stick the ends of the two reels together. The paper splicer feeds paper into the envelope machine, but it's moving really, really fast. Dave is going to stop the machine so we can take a closer look safely. I put one of my special cameras on a pole so we can see inside the machine. So every window is exactly the same shape and size. The envelope machine has a cutting tool called a foil. And we can see it just here. Do you know what shape that is? That's right, it's a rectangle. The paper is pulled through the machine and the foil stamps out all of the windows. But now it needs to be covered to protect the letter inside. So the machine uses this material. It's called film. And look, it's see-through. When the material is see-through, we say that it's transparent. Shall we see it working? Wow, look at how quickly the paper is moving across the rollers. And as it moves through, the windows are cut out. Can you see some gloopy glue is rolling rolling over the rollers. As the paper rolls through the rollers, it puts a thin layer of glue onto the transparent film. And they're stuck into the window holes. So, now we have a window with film in it, but it doesn't look much like an envelope, does it? It's still just one long sheet of paper. So, the paper needs to be cut. And that happens here at the sever section. Inside, a blade chops the paper into sheets like this, called blanks. Now we can see it's starting to take shape. And can you see the wiggly lines down the side of the envelope? They're called flaps. The flap's really important because it will stop anything inside the envelope from falling out. The next step happens here at the folding section, where the blanks are folded in half to make an envelope. The flaps on the sides of the envelope are then glued together so the envelope doesn't fall apart. But there's still a hole at the top of the envelope with a flap. The envelopes are all stacked up and they pass through some rollers. And the roller has a special gum on it. This wet, sticky gum is the same gum that holds the sides of the envelope together. The top flap needs to stay open so we can put letters inside. So what do you think we need to do? That's right, we need to dry them out. The envelopes go through a heater to dry the gum on the top flap. This means it won't stick down until it's been made wet again. Finally, the envelopes are counted, ready to be packaged up. And here you have a finished envelope, ready to send a letter with. Finding out how envelopes are made has been really interesting. What was your favourite part? Do you remember what we call a material that is see-through? That's right, it's called transparent. Did you hear the sound the splicer made when it was ready for the reels to be swapped over? And did you see the foil that cuts out the windows in the envelopes on my special camera on a pole? So the next time you post a birthday card or a letter, you'll know how the envelope it's in was made. And when you look through a kaleidoscope, you'll know how the mirrors inside work to make the different patterns. I'll see you next time.
There are lots of things all around us, exciting things.